All right, I'm back with another banger, banger to banger, back to back with the bangers. I'm telling you, you better subscribe right now because I'm getting more bangers, more heat content for you guys. I'm with my Torino Pro today. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat too. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe for more content because I will be having more of that. But today we're gonna get right into it. I really wanted to make a video on how to get your 180 waves to spin. I feel like this is a must-have if you have any type of waves. If you have 180 or 360 or 540, getting your waves to spin is how you separate yourself away from everyone who has waves and people who have waves that spin. So by spin I mean have a combination of connections, have a combination of moisture in your hair. To get these two, I'm gonna go in more detail on that, how to make sure you can maintain your waves while having moisture and while remaining consistent. So I want to get into moisture. So moisture for waves is not that difficult as people make it seem, but it's more about wearing your do-rag and using like olive oil, like more of like oil or grease. Moisture helps your hair at all times. So wearing your do-rag is going to be more of a setting the product in, make sure the product is well throughout your hair. But you have to make sure your hair is moisturized if you want your waves to have that unique spin. So if you want the spin, if you want the look, you need to invest in olive oil. You need to have a leave-in conditioner or olive oil. For olive oil, I use TCB. You should probably see that around in the store if you are in the States. And I use a leave-in conditioner too. I use one or the other, or sometimes I use both depending on my hair is dry, because sometimes your hair does dry out. It's normal, it's natural. But yeah, you just want to use a good leave-in conditioner and wear your do-rag. Your do-rag is going to help save everything you put in your hair. So it's going to help save the moisture. If you need your hair to be moist, or you need your hair to be, if you want that look, that moisturized look, you have to wear your do-rag every day. I would say if you can wear it throughout the day, that's good. But the times you cannot slack is wearing your do-rag at night and wearing it, basically every night. So you need to have a do-rag on when you wake up. Any time after that is like extra. It'll definitely help you out if you have the opportunity to do so. I would recommend, but the main important time is at night. So that's going to be for the moisture. Now for the brushing, this is also important for connections, and that's olive oil right there. That's the hair and scalp conditioner, TCB. I always recommend that. It lasts for a long time. It smells great. You won't have any issues, and your waves will be spinning. But for the brushing, I recommend brushing and combing. If you want your waves to spin really well, comb more. So combing helps out with the forks for all types of wavers. So if you're noticing your hair isn't connecting, you need to comb. Especially if you have more hair, if you're woofing, you need to comb. So comb more. Get used to being in the mirror and combing. Get used to combing daily, especially when you're woofing. When your hair starts to grow, you got to be able to lift up as much hair as possible. So make sure you're focusing on your combing. Brushing for an hour. Combing, you don't necessarily have to comb for that long, but if you're noticing forks and you're noticing it's breaking the forks, the combing, comb more. If you notice that the brush is breaking the forks more, brush more. But you also want to have the 3 types of brushes. I always recommend that for you guys. Make sure you have a hard brush, make sure you have a soft brush, make sure you have a medium brush. That's going to help a whole lot when you're trying to get your connections perfect, which is going to help your hair spin. The next thing, and one of the biggest things, is consistency. I really want to get on this because I want you guys to know that it's all how seriously you take this. So waves, it is a lot to maintain. You want to make sure you're being as consistent as possible, but you have to take it seriously. Waves just do not come out of nowhere. It's literally a lot of hard work, especially 360s. And you got to be up to date on it. You got to make sure you're consistent every day. If you're younger, you want to make sure you're being even more consistent, because you don't want to get lazy, because your waves will go away and all that hard work will go away. So don't take it for granted. Just take it as seriously as possible, because this is going to determine how your waves look and how everyone sees your waves. And yeah, so take it seriously. Your consistency also has a control over if you're like elite. You have like really good waves, really bad waves. So just be mindful of that. Just stick with it. Make sure you're waving. Be consistent, because you want good waves. Good waves comes good compliments. Good compliments comes a lot of other stuff. So just make sure you're being consistent with that. Make sure you stay on top of it. Do not slack. Please do not slack. I get a lot of questions about that, and people, they'll slack, they'll get lazy, and their waves will go down. As soon as you start getting lazy with waves, your waves go downhill. So just wear your do-rag every day. You don't necessarily have to see waves in order to wear your do-rag. Comb, be consistent, and shower brush as well. That helps out. And then the next thing I really want to talk to you guys about is haircut length. So for haircut length, you want your haircut to be, it varies. I get this question a lot, but I really want to see if I can get to everyone on this. So for a coarse hair waver, what I recommend for a coarse hair waver is, when they're starting out, to go with I'll say a 3. No. I would say for a coarse hair waver, I would say a 2. You want to go with a 2 for sure. 1.5, 2 if you're just starting out. That way it can give you like a clean slate to start your brush pattern and make sure you get your pattern how you want it. If you are a medium, I suggest more of a level of a 2. More of a level 2. If you have some progress, I wouldn't recommend you cutting all your hair off, scalping just yet. Wait till you start seeing progress, and I'll do even lower than that. But before that, you don't have to cut everything off. You can just start it at a 2. Now, if you are a straight hair waver, I recommend that you go. My favorite length that I would like to see straight hair waver will be, I would say maybe a 3. I'll say a 3. I'll go up a little bit higher for straight hair wavers, because you're going to be waving for longer, and the lower you cut your hair, the more work you have to put in to, grow it and get it back to a good spot. So for that, yeah, I'll go up a little bit higher. So not a 1, not a 2, but like a 3.5, maybe 4. But it's up to you. But I would recommend you start there, so that way you have something to work with. If you have hair to brush, that's one of the most important things. But yeah, once you get all that done, it's just consistency. It's just being up to date on it. I want to make sure I'm making these videos so that you guys can learn from me, and any mistakes I do, you guys can learn from it. And then also any of the progress I'm having, I want you guys to have that too. So we all can pretty much just learn together and stay up to date with it. So I want to make sure I'm pumping out more content for you guys, so you guys can be motivated. You really have to be motivated with waves, because it is a task, it is a job, but it is worth it. So just stay up to date with it too, and comb. If you want them to spin, if you want them to align, comb to get the connections together. That's what's gonna, piece everything together, piece that look together. So comb, and then to reiterate, focus on the moisture, olive oil, a good leave-in conditioner, and you'll be fine. Just stay consistent. But yeah, just want to make sure you have a good leave-in conditioner, and put it all through your hair. And yeah, other than that, just stay motivated. Motivation is a big thing too. You don't want to be tired of waves when you're just starting, so make sure you're constantly looking at waves and being inspired and learning, being everything like that. So that's the end of the video. I'm so glad I was able to get this video out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I really do appreciate everything, so I'm out.